Hi everybody and welcome to Sensia channel. Today I will make a review a little bit unusual about one perfumer only, and this perfumer is called Jacques Cavallier. So I decided to make this video because I checked out my collection recently, and I noticed and realized that I have many of his creations in my collection. Then let me tell you that all are absolutely great, all that I have, okay? And to me, it's one of the finest perfumers dead or alive. I can, to myself, I can see three kinds of perfumers in this industry: the perfumers, the master perfumers, and the genius. And to me, Jacques Cavallier is a true genius. I would like to compare his work to a kind of artwork, because to me, it's a real artist, genius artist. Okay, so who is Jacques Cavallier? Jacques Cavallier is a French guy. He born in Grasse in January 1962. You know, Grasse is the origin of perfumes. In Grasse, they have a lot of flower plants, many airs like this. Okay, and they have a kind of 30 perfume factories. They make the distillation, everything. You know, every perfume lovers must to go to Grasse one day, because it's like the mecca of the perfume lovers. Okay, so when Jacques Cavallier was young, he joined the Chaborot and Quest companies, where he improved his perfume knowledges. Then in 1990, he joined the Firmenich company. That after it became a very big company. At this time, he met Alberto Morillas and many other great perfumers in there, and they make many creations. And in 2012, Louis Vuitton asked him to become their official perfumer, and he said yes. So since 2012, he's the Louis Vuitton perfumer. Okay, so I prepared a top 10 of my best Jacques Cavallier creations, perfumes in my collection. I don't have all, of course, but I have 10. I can show you. So here we go with number 10, and the number 10 will be Bulgari Aquamarine from the Aqualine Bulgari. This perfume was created in 2008. It has not like it has some watery notes, seaweed, neroli, grapefruit, and cedar wood. It's a pure summer scent, same all the Aqualine, but this one Aquamarine, it has some marine aspect and aquatic aspect. It's a very nice fragrance. All you can smell in this perfume is related to summer. Really, it smells like a summer, like the sea, the waves, the sun, everything is concentrated inside this bottle. This is Bulgari Aquamarine from 2008. My number 9, it's a collaboration with Alberto Morillas. Even the name of Jacques Cavallier isn't listed. You can, if you're looking good, you can find that it was the Alberto Morillas partner on this creation. And this perfume is Givenchy Pie from 1999. Okay, so this perfume is a kind of perfume for it's more for evening and night. It's like a cozy vanilla. It's a little bit warm. It's a super perfume. It has not like a vanilla dominant, no vanilla with tonka bean, almond, benzoin, and tarragon. It's a night fragrance for evening. Better for colder months, of course. This fragrance is fantastic. This fragrance doesn't have an age group. You can wear it any age. It could be unisex also, because the vanilla, everything, it's not feminine at all, but it could be unisex easily. Okay, this is Givenchy Pie from 1998. From 1999, another summer fragrance, one of my favorite summer fragrance, in fact. So it's Bulgari Pour Homme Extreme. So this fragrance is a super summer scent, no age group also. It could be unisex, no problem. It has a very relaxing and invigorating tea note, and it has also neroli, it has bergamot, grapefruit, petit grain, and musk. And for summer, it's one of the best summer scents. It's a little bit similar to Versace Men Eau Fresh, that Everybody knows Versace Men Eau Fresh, around 75%, but to me this one is better. It smells more refined, a little bit rounder also, okay? It's a fantastic fragrance, just fantastic. Ah, it smells summer also. The tea note is beautiful, beautiful tea note in that one, okay? This is Bulgari Pour Homme Extreme, and it's my number 8. Number 7, I will go with a perfume from the Issey Miyake brand. So this perfume, I have a particular affection for this perfume because it's one of the most versatile perfume that I own, and it's L'Eau d'Issey Pour Homme Intense d'Issey Miyake. So this perfume, the reason is versatile, it's because it has some citrusy elements, like it has mandarin, grapefruit, it has yuzu note, it has lotus flower, and it has incense also. And the incense give it like a depth, you know. And this fragrance can be worn anytime in the year. Okay, it's like all year round. You can wear it from summer to winter, daytime, nighttime, casual, formal, no problem. This fragrance is a kind of a Swiss knife, you know. You can wear it anytime you want, when you don't know what to see. It's very easy to wear. The incense a little bit mature. It's for the age group. I think to me it's not less than 25 years old because the incense, but it's one of the most versatile fragrances that I know. It's easily equal versatility with the Dylan Blue or Dior Sauvage, no problem. It's an amazing fragrance, and the performance is very good. You get easily 7-8 hours, no problem. Okay, this is an Issey Miyake L'Eau d'Issey Pour Homme Intense. Number 6. This fragrance is an interpretation of a well-known fragrance, an iconic fragrance for 2002, and the fragrance is M7 by Yves Saint Laurent. It was created by Jack Cavalier and Alberto Morillas, the M7 original from 2002, and this one is the interpretation, the reinterpretation we can say, and it's M7 Oud Absolu from 2014. And this fragrance is a fantastic fragrance, very classy, very masculine. This one is not really unisex, it's very masculine. It's an evening night fragrance, date night perfect, very good date night fragrance. It has oud, myrrh, patchouli, it has labdanum and mandarin on top. It's an oriental woody fragrance. This one, to me, I think it's about 30 years old for wear it. Less 30 years old, you can wear it, of course you wear what you want, when you want, whatever. But if I can give you my honest opinion, I think it's minimum 30 years old for this one. It's a fantastic fragrance. The performance are not super good, you get 4 to 5 hours, but the smell of this one, okay. The smell is fantastic, amazing, okay. This is Yves Saint Laurent M7 Oud Absolu. Number 5. Yeah, number 5, okay. One of my all-time favorite fragrances from 2004, another Issey Miyake. And if you know me, you know I love this fragrance. Special dedicace to my brother Michaelis, who found this hidden gem. This is L'Eau Bleue d'Issey Miyake. This fragrance is just fantastic. It's a green fragrance. Don't be fooled by the bottle color. It's not a blue fragrance. Some people they find like an aquatic vibe in it. I never found it. For me, it's everything green, aromatic. So this fragrance has rosemary. Rosemary is a rosemary-based fragrance with juniper berry, cypress. It has patchouli. It has lavender. Oh my God, ginger and cedarwood with good performance. This fragrance can be worn from summer to fall. Summer, spring, fall, no problem. Winter is a little bit weak for winter. Maybe beginning winter you can wear it if not too cold. Then the smell of this one. So this one, it's not maybe it will not be an everybody cup of tea, but if you can catch the beauty of this fragrance, you will love it forever. Believe me, forever. Okay, this is L'Eau Bleue d'Issey Miyake, and age group to me it's 25, minimum 25, I think. And occasion you can wear it. Daytime is more daytime fragrance, but it's quite versatile as well. I love this fragrance. I'm crazy about this fragrance. This is L'Eau Bleue d'Issey Miyake by Issey Miyake, of course. My number 4, another Bulgari from the Aqua line, my favorite from the line. Out of the 4, this is Bulgari Aqua Amar. So this fragrance is also fantastic. It's a summer fragrance, but it's more versatile than how is looking for. But this fragrance is a summer, spring. They are the best season for wear it. But you can also wear it in fall, no problem. Okay, fall, autumn, no problem. So this fragrance, it has mandarin, it has patchouli, it has neroli, it has some watery notes. It's from 2014, and it has olibanum. It has super performance for. It's a kind of fresh fragrance, but it has depth also. Okay, and the performance are very good. 7-8 hours, no problems. This one can be unisex. It has this, let me tell you. It has this orange mandarin peel vibe. It's fantastic. Not same kind of the orange peel than the Inter d'Hermès, not the same, but it's amazing. It's Aqua Amar from Bulgari, Aqua line, my number 4. So let me tell you about my 3 last. These 3 fragrances, every single time I spray it or I wear it or even spray it just like this, they always amaze me and impress me to no end. To no end. These 2 fragrances are just some, it's 3 gems. Okay, so my number 3 from Yves Saint Laurent, it's Opium pour Homme Eau de Parfum, Yves Saint Laurent. So this fragrance is very masculine. It's one of the best vanilla based fragrance that I have ever smelled. Really, it's not the kind of sweet vanilla you can find in a Givenchy pie. You know, it's a kind of vanilla but not sweet, like I don't know how to say it. Not sour, but something like that. You know, and it has star anise, blackcurrant. The vanilla comes from Madagascar. It has also cedarwood and pepper. This fragrance is amazing. The performance through the roof. It's not a both gender fragrance. It's very masculine. I believe some ladies they can wear it, but it's more masculine, honestly. This one. The performance through the roof. I told you. It's a mature scent. Not less than 30 years old to me. It's a winter and fall frag for evening and night. It's just fantastic. To me, it's one of the best perfume ever created for men. Period. Okay, it's just fantastic. Now it's discontinued. Same. I forgot to tell you, but some are discontinued already. This one is discontinued. Now they discontinued also the EDT version, but I have to admit something. Okay, the EDP is far superior to the EDT. It's more dense. The potency now is same. The smell is almost the same. The performance are almost the same, but it's denser. It's like a deeper than the EDT. This one, the EDP, is fantastic fragrance. It's one of the best that I have in my collection. I'm very proud to own this one, and when I wear it, I feel like invisible. Okay, this is Opium Eau de Parfum by Yves Saint Laurent. My number 2. it's a flanker of an iconic fragrance. This iconic fragrance, the original was created by Jack Cavalier and Alberto Morillas, and when they released the flanker, Jack Cavalier, he did it alone, he makes it alone, and it's the flanker of the iconic M7, and this one is M7 Fresh from 2004. The original M7 is from 2002, this one from 2004. So it's a summary version of M7. This one is the answer of the wood in summer. You can wear wood in summer. But Thomas, you said you cannot wear wood in any season. This one maybe you can wear it. It's fantastic. Okay, but the thing is discontinued since long time, maybe 2008. It's super hard to find, extremely rare. This one is even more difficult to find than the original M7. I don't know why, but look at the bottle, fantastic. Amazing bottle. The sprayer is on the side. You see, it's not on the side. Okay, so this fragrance, it has wood, it has ginger, vetiver, it has mandarin, bergamot, grapefruit. You can wear wood in summer, even in a super hot day. This one is fantastic. The longevity performance are super good for a fresh scent. Of course, 6-7 hours, it's enough, and good projection, nice central, just fantastic, but very hard to find. This is my number 2 from Jack Cavalier. And my number one is from Tom Ford. It's a Tom Ford fragrance. So I have to tell you that this fragrance was created in 2007 by Jack Cavalier and Harry Fremont. So in 2007 they created this fragrance and another super famous fragrance from Tom Ford from 2007 called Tuscan Leather. I don't have Tuscan Leather, I don't have full bottle, I have sample, but I can put my sample in the list because I just show you the full bottle that I own. It's not fair. And but if I had a full bottle of Tuscan Leather, of course it will make the list, of course, in the top 3 for sure. So Harry Fremont and Jack Cavalier, they created Tuscan Leather in 2007 and another one called Noir de Noir. So this fragrance, we call it the Valentine's Day fragrance because it's the most appropriate for Valentine's Day. This fragrance is perfect for date night, for night out, dinner, gathering, whatever, everything in the night. It's a winter fragrance, winter and fall fragrance. Performance are fantastic and it's appropriate for Valentine's Day. Why? Because it's a rose-based fragrance. It has wood, it has vanilla, it has truffle, patchouli, saffron, and it has this chocolate vibe, rose chocolatey, you know, or chocolatey rose or rose chocolatey, rosy chocolatey, whatever. It smells chocolate and rose, and you know, this one is perfectly unisex. Perfectly unisex. Ladies, they can wear it, and everybody loves it. Noir de Noir is fantastic. It's an unbelievable fragrance. And it's my number 1 for my top 10 Jack Cavalier. This is the one I love the most. I love them all. This one is just on different level, you know. Okay, so it was my top 10 Jack Cavalier. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you later. Bye bye, friends.